In a small, forgotten village nestled between rolling green hills lived a little boy named Alian. Unlike the other children who spent their days chasing chickens and kicking a worn-out leather ball, Alian was different. He was a quiet boy. His world painted not in the boisterous colors of play, but in the subtle hues of observation. He would spend hours sitting by the whispering stream, his eyes following the journey of a single leaf as it danced upon the water's surface. He saw stories in the clouds, symphonies in the rustling leaves, and poetry in the silent flight of a butterfly. The village elder, a kind man with a face like a wrinkled map, often watched Elian from afar. He saw not a strange, solitary child, but a soul deeply connected to the world around him. The boy doesn't just see the world, the Eldar would muse to himself. He feels its heartbeat. The other villagers, however, didn't understand. They would whisper, "Why is he so quiet? Why doesn't he play like the other boys?" Their words, though not meant to be cruel, were like small stones, creating ripples of unease in Elian's peaceful pond. Elian carried their confusion like a heavy cloak. He tried to join their games, to laugh at their jokes, but his heart wasn't in it. It felt like trying to sing a song when he didn't know the words. His laughter was a hollow echo, his movements clumsy and out of sync. He felt like a bird with clipped wings, longing to soar in his own sky but forced to walk on the ground. The loneliness was a quiet ache, a constant companion in his solitary world. One afternoon, as a gentle rain began to fall, Elian sought shelter under the ancient oak tree at the edge of the village. As the raindrops pattered a soft rhythm on the leaves above, he noticed something extraordinary. A tiny spider no bigger than a freckle was meticulously weaving its web between two branches. The rain threatened to destroy its delicate creation, yet the spider persisted, its tiny legs moving with unwavering determination. Drop after drop fell, some tearing holes in the silken masterpiece, but the spider would simply pause, repair the damage, and continue its work. Elian was mesmerized. He watched for what felt like hours, completely forgetting the rain, the village, and the whispers. He saw in that tiny creature a reflection of himself. The spider didn't try to be a beetle or a butterfly. It was simply a spider, doing what it was born to do, creating its own intricate world, thread by delicate thread. Despite the storms around it, it wasn't loud, it wasn't boisterous, but its quiet, persistent work was a testament to its strength and purpose. A profound realization washed over Elian, clearer and more refreshing than the rain itself. He didn't need to be like the other children. His quietness wasn't a flaw, it was his nature. His love for observation wasn't strange, it was his unique way of connecting with the world. He was like the spider, weaving his own beautiful, intricate story. One quiet moment, one silent observation at a time. The weight of the villagers' expectations, the heavy cloak of loneliness, suddenly felt lighter, as if the rain had washed it clean. From that day forward, a subtle change bloomed within Elian. He was still the quiet boy who sat by the stream, but now a gentle confidence radiated from him. He no longer saw his differences as a burden, but as a gift. He began to share his world, not through loud words, but through his unique talents. He started to draw. On smooth, flat stones he found by the river, he would sketch the intricate patterns of a dragonfly's wing, the gentle curve of a fern, the determined face of the tiny spider. His drawings were breathtaking. They captured not just the image, but the essence, the very soul of what he saw. He would leave these stone drawings around the village, on a neighbor's doorstep, by the community, on the bench where the elder sat. He didn't seek praise or attention. It was simply his way of sharing the beauty he saw, his quiet way of speaking. Slowly, the villagers began to notice. A mother found a stone with a perfect rendering of her child's sleeping face. A farmer discovered a sketch of his most prized rooster, capturing its proud stance perfectly. They would pick up the stones, marveling at the detail, the life captured within the simple lines. They started to look for them, a little treasure hunt that brought a new sense of wonder to their daily lives. The whispers about Elian changed. They were no longer filled with confusion, but with awe and admiration. "Have you seen the latest stone?" One would say, "The boy has a gift." Another would add, He shows us the beauty we walk past every day. They started to see the world through Elian's eyes, noticing the little details they had always overlooked: the dance of the dust motes in a sunbeam, the vibrant colors of a beetle's shell. Elian had not changed who he was. He hadn't become louder or more boisterous. Instead, he had taught the village to listen to the silence. He showed them that strength isn't always loud, that courage can be quiet, and that the most profound connections are often made without a single word. He remained the quiet boy, but he was no longer lonely. He was the village's artist, their storyteller, the keeper of their quiet wonders. The village elder smiled, his eyes twinkling. He had always known. He watched as Elian sat under the ancient oak, no longer a solitary figure, but the calm, quiet center of a community that had finally learned to appreciate his unique song. Elian had found his voice, not in shouting, but in sharing the silent, beautiful poetry of the world he so deeply loved. And in doing so, he had given his entire village a priceless gift: the ability to see. Thank you so much for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more stories about hope, courage, and self-belief. See you in the next story.